Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. You know, international sports always sell us this beautiful, almost utopian dream of a totally borderless world, right? A place where literally the only thing that matters is the game itself. But what actually happens when strict international travel policies unexpectedly crash headfirst into that borderless ideal? Well, today we're unpacking a story that perfectly captures that exact tension: the sudden, unexpected denied entry of a World Cup referee, Omar Artan. It really forces us to ask a tough question. What happens when global politics sidelines the referee? We are so used to analyzing the players, dissecting the teams, and looking at the geopolitics surrounding them. But here, the entire focus shifts completely to the person holding the whistle. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, a historic nomination.
Now, to really grasp the gravity of this situation, you kind of have to look at the massive scale of the upcoming World Cup. It's being co-hosted by the USA, Mexico, and Canada, and the eyes of the entire world are going to be glued to their screens when the tournament kicks off this Thursday, starting with an opening match of Mexico taking on South Africa. So to manage a tournament of this incredible high-stakes scale, FIFA literally scours the globe, and out of thousands of incredibly talented professionals worldwide, they nominated only 52 elite referees for this prestigious tournament. Making this list, it's the absolute, undisputed pinnacle of a referee's career.
And this number right here brilliantly illustrates just how rare of an achievement we're talking about. Out of those 52 elite officials, just one man, 34-year-old Omar Artan, was slated to be the very first referee from Somalia to ever officiate at a World Cup. I mean, it was poised to be this massive, historic milestone for him and his country. But then, things take a really unexpected turn. Let's look at Section 2, stopped at the border. The escalation of this happened incredibly fast. It's almost like whiplash. One moment, Artan is nominated for the World Cup, literally living out a career dream. The next, he arrives at Miami International Airport and is just flat out refused entry. No whistle, no pitch. His journey was derailed in an absolute instant, and instead of prepping for those upcoming matches, he was immediately put on a plane and returned to Istanbul. So how does that even happen? Section 3, the travel ban factor. To understand how a top-tier, FIFA-nominated official gets turned away at the door, we have to look at a massive bureaucratic paradox. See, Artan actually possessed a valid visa. He had the required documentation right there in his hand. However, his home country of Somalia remains on the travel ban list that was introduced by US President Donald Trump. It is a strict, undeniable intersection of global politics and sports administration. A political decision completely derailed a planned sports milestone. Regardless of anyone's political stances on international travel lists, the objective reality here is that this specific bureaucratic mechanism resulted in a hard stop for a historic, once-in-a-lifetime career achievement. Which brings us to Section 4, fairness, merit, and football. We have to zoom out and look at the broader philosophical impact this has on the sport itself, specifically through the perspective of Cisse Aden Abshir. Now, his voice carries immense weight in this conversation. As a senior advisor to the Somali Ministry of Youth and Sports, he deeply understands the rigid bureaucratic side of things. But as the former captain of the national team, he equally understands the athletic side from his own blood, sweat, and tears on the pitch. His perspective on the incident really hits the nail on the head. He stated to AFP, and I quote, "Denying him entry into the United States and preventing him from officiating scheduled matches not only harms him personally, but also undermines football's commitment to fairness, merit, and the spirit of fair play." And honestly, that leaves us with a pretty provocative thought to wrap things up. If merit doesn't guarantee entry, how fair is the playing field really? It's a hugely complex clash between the strict realities of bureaucratic roadblocks and that idealistic global spirit of fair play that FIFA champions. It for sure makes you think differently about all the crazy logistics that have to happen before the whistle even blows. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today, and as always, keep questioning the mechanics behind the world we live in.